Okay, here we go again. Last night we were just down that road a ways in a little ground blind that I made, just like right now in a hurry. Not really in a hurry, but like right now. It looked like a good spot. Usually is. Deer usually come out there, come down this road, disappear over there. I was hiding off to the side here. But anyway, today, the wind, as you can see, coming right across, right in our face. So we're going to, we almost did this the other, let's not forget this, huh? Oh, that's crazy. We almost did this the other day, but I was more into looking for a spot to deer hunt. These pines are pretty thick, but I was looking at topo again last night, really good, while I was relaxing and getting ready for bed. Now that there are a lot of openings within it, you know, like this right here. See how it's kind of opened up? We still got to get around the corner of it yet, but these openings in the middle throughout are great bedding areas. So we're going to do a little bit of, see how that goes way back in there. So we're going to do a little bit of stalking. I brought small game arrows. We're just going to put the hunt on. Hunt everything. And look for sign. Of all the years I've hunted here, which isn't many, but I haven't really explored this pine all that much. This pine area. And yesterday I got just a little taste of it, and I thought, man, I need to get in here and do that, because it just looked really nice. So anyway, we're going to get up in here a little ways, get the cameras put away and all that. The grass is super wet yet, so it's going to be really quiet. I'm just getting in here a little way so you can kind of see what we got going on. So I can slow down. It's going to be really, really hot today. And I can feel the humidity already. So, yeah. We're going to sneak on through all this stuff here. You know, play along the edge a little bit, go deep inside it. I got the tracking turned on my Onyx hunt. I have the tracking turned on so we can make notes and mental notes and everything else while we're going through all this. So we'll see you at the next point of interest or whatever else happens. Well, other than a bunch of trails, that's really the only sign of deer life I've seen in here. I mean, yeah, there's a ton of trails in here, but I'm not seeing any droppings at all. This happens to be a really wide section. I just came through that thicket, around the other side of that thicket, and came around here over, and then came into here. And that one to see that. So, yeah, that's a young one. That's a little one. But it's starting to get warm and really, really humid. And all I'm really seeing is a bunch of little squirrels running around. And they're a challenge on them and themselves right there, boy. I get out a judo point and slowly try to sneak up on them, and up the tree they go. I'm not going to shoot up in trees. My arrows will get hung up big time in these trees. Yeah, and I'm not going to climb branches that are that small. They'll just snap. So I'm waiting for them to scurry across the ground. But anyway, we're working our way. We haven't really gotten far in this pine grove. I just happened to check the tracking, and we put a very small dent. We got a long, long way to go. before it gets to the very end down there. So yeah, we're just gonna keep moving. I am looking for deer, obviously, but if I see a good spot where I can set up, and I've seen a few, but I'm not seeing droppings where they're hanging up. They're just walking right through here. And maybe they're bedding somewhere, but I ain't found that anywhere. No droppings anywhere. I mean, you would think there'd be droppings on every trail that I've seen, but no, I don't get it. But anyway, we're gonna carry on. Looking for squirrels or anything really, mostly rabbits, but I haven't seen any sign of them either. But off we go. Okay, it's about 11:30 right now. We're not even halfway down through this pine grove. I mean, I could be all the way at the end by now if I was moving, but I'm just taking my time, hoping to get a shot at a squirrel. But I'm kind of unpacked a little bit here. I was trudging through some thick stuff down there and worked up a sweat a little bit. So I unloaded everything and unpacked, and I'm going to have a little bite to eat and a bunch of water. I got the head cam ready. If I happen to see any squirrels, we'll go after them, or anything for that matter. This is perfect conditions to stalk because it's really quiet. If I wanted to, I could take my boots off, but they're just squirrels. It's not like I'm stalking big game here. Yeah, and if I do, I doubt I'd take my shoes off then too. But we're gonna sit here and just be quiet and watch. And who knows, maybe we can get a shot at a squirrel sitting right here. The camera makes it look thinner than it really is. All these branches that are low are a real pain in the ass to walk through. I've had 2 arrows come off my hip quiver already. Not paying attention, had to backtrack and go get them. Now I figured out a technique so I don't have to do that anymore. But anyway, we're gonna sit here and grab a bite and cool down for a bit. It's supposed to get up to 85 and it's climbing really quick. So I figure if we stay here in the shade, the breeze is coming right up through these alleyways. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and spot something just sitting here. But we'll get up and move again in a minute here. Alright, break's over. We just come up out of that thick stuff. Followed a kind of a deer trail. I didn't use the camera because it's kind of noisy, so I wanted to have both hands to move branches and whatever. But we worked our way up here to where it's a little more open because I just want to cover more ground. I want to see what's in here as far as trails and things like that. And maybe even bump a squirrel or two because it's midday, 12:30ish, and it's hot. It's 75 and climbing, and now the wind's picking up to about 9 miles an hour. So yeah, it's like hiking along an air fryer. So, camera off, and we're gonna go right down this edge, in and out of, staying along the thick stuff as much as I can, but moving as easily as I can, just because it's so hot and I don't want to get overheated too much. So see you the next time. Well, I was going to turn around until I just looked on topo, and we're really close to the end of this pine grove. And it looks like it comes up on a big old knoll. So maybe I can get up on it. And you can see right here where it starts to incline. So maybe I can see quite a bit from up there. But yeah, otherwise I was going to turn around because I am like sweating, you know what. I got my hat off. Everything's practically off. My gloves. I mean, whew, it's hot. But yeah, I'm going to work my way up. And I really can't do it with the camera because I need, you can see there's just all kinds of crap to work around. So I'll turn the camera on when we get up to the end there. Okay, I was not expecting this. Wow, what a view. And I was going to turn around and leave and go get some food. I'm still going to do that, but man, am I glad I come up here. Imagine a bass down there. That'd be fun. If there's northern pike in there, I bet they're huge. I don't know if that dries up or not. But what a view. These are the pines right here that we've been walking through. This is the one side, let's see, what would that be? The south side. Or no, the west. I'm standing on the south end of it now. But that line there would be the west. And way down around there, which I think we may, no I won't. That's a long hike around these pine trees back to the van. And it is hot out. It was worth coming out here in this hot ass sun though. Very much worth it. I didn't have any clue that this was here. Out of all the years of hunting here. Yeah. I mean, that's not kick-ass bedding area, is it? I was wondering why I didn't see any deer droppings or anything in there. They just walk right on through that and get down in here and bed all the way around here. Yeah. There aren't a whole lot of people that come back here, I bet. But I know one more that's gonna. My next trip down here is gonna be looking for rub lines, old or new. I mean, I know it's a little early right now, but what a place for a rub line. And scrapes. But yeah. Oh man, all that out there is just so nice bedding. I did find in there, I was gonna click the camera on, but I was moving and I wanted to keep moving because it was just warm. But I did find what looks like could be a water hole in there. But it just opens up into a kind of a thick bladed, meadowy looking area. Like what swamp grass looks like, but it didn't look like it was wet enough to be swamp. Alright, well, I'm glad we walked all the way down here. And now what I'm going to do is go probably down on this, around the bottom of this, or right straight through here actually. Get on the other side and go all the way up, straight along that field edge up there. And I'll bet I'll have something to show you once we get through there, I bet. So we'll see you then. Well, that was a little bit of a workout coming through there. We were standing last time right up on the other side of that oak tree, or that bunch of oak trees. They're not just oak trees, but right up on the other side, on top of that ridge. That lake or swamp is way back in there that we were looking at. And I knew it came out into this, but I didn't realize there were so many little outcroppings of these popples everywhere. So this is like major bedding back here. Holy cow, just everywhere you look. I mean, there's just, you can see where one deer went that way, 3 deer went that way, you know, just pokes everywhere in this grass. Just crazy. But we're gonna stay away from that ridge line up there because I think I might come back after lunch and get up on that side of it and find a pretty decent trail that's up there. Because when I got in those oaks and started looking around, oh boy, yeah, there's quite a few trails, but there's one or two that are really good, and I know they just go right through there. It's the longest stretch of trees, other than the pines way over on the other side of them, before you get into the section of woods that's over here. And then you go up into the food plot that's, I don't know, a mile probably that way. But yeah, this is worth coming back here. I'm glad I did. If for nothing else, it'd be great for rifle and muzzle loader. You can see through these trees a little better. I'm sure I spooked all kinds of crap that was down through there. It was quiet, but yeah, with this wind blowing my scent in all kinds of different directions. So, all right, we're gonna start heading up there. I'm hungry. I have to go get some food, and then we're gonna come back.